Good morning. I am Guruswamy K, Head of the Department of Physics, IDST Government College, Chikmagalur. In this video, I am going to present a lecture on free electron theory of metals. This is the 13th session. This session belongs to the program 3rd BSc Physics, 6th semester, paper 7. The title of the paper is Solid State Physics and Electronics. The topics covered in this session is solved problems on free electron theory of metals. Now we are going to discuss the problems on free electron density, Fermi energy, relaxation time, collision time, electrical conductivity, electrical resistivity, and mean free path. First problem. This problem connected with Fermi energy and temperature. You have to know how we are going to calculate Fermi energy and Fermi temperature and all. Compute the Fermi energy and sub question B, the Fermi temperature of silver at absolute zero. Given density of silver is 10.5 gram per centimeter cube and atomic weight is 107.9 gram per mole. Assume each silver atom contributes one free electron. Okay. Solution. What are the given things here? Here the density of silver is given, atomic weight of silver is given, and we know the value of Avogadro number. By using this, we are going to calculate number of free electrons per unit volume or free electron density as small n is equal to capital letter N divided by V, that is equal to density of silver divided by atomic weight into Avogadro number. Substitute these values, we have the free electron density as 5.86 in 10 to the power of 28 electrons per meter cube. Now we are going to discuss the calculation of Fermi energy by using the formula EF is equal to Fermi energy EF is equal to h square divided by 2m into 3 into capital N divided by 8 by V O to the power of 2 by 3, or in the place of n by V, if you use small n, the free electron density, then expression for Fermi energy becomes EF equal to h squared by 2m 3n by 8 pi O to the power of 2 by 3. Can substitute the values. Here h is the Planck's constant. The value is 6.63 in 10 to the power of minus 34 joule second whole square, that divided by 2 into mass of electron 9.1 in 10 to the power of minus 31 kg into 3 into divided by 8 into 3.142, 3 by 8 pi into n. Free electron density is calculated just a few seconds back. That is 5.86 in 10 to the power of 28 whole to the power of 2 by 3. Substitute this and simplifying, we get the value of Fermi energy as EF is equal to 8.84 in 10 to the power of minus 19 joules. If we express this in terms of electron volt, in order to do that, just divide this energy, Fermi energy, by charge of electron, that is 1.6 in 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. Then we get Fermi energy in terms of electron volt as 5.53 eV. Next we have to discuss the calculation of Fermi temperature. The formula for calculating Fermi temperature is known, that is TF is equal to EF by K. Fermi energy divided by Boltzmann constant gives Fermi temperature. Then substitute the value of this Fermi energy and Fermi temperature, and simplifying for Fermi temperature, we get the value for Fermi temperature as 6.41 in 10 to the power of 4 Kelvin. Like this, we are going to calculate Fermi energy and Fermi temperature by using the data like the Fermi temperature of silver at absolute zero. Okay, this density of silver and atomic weight of silver. Addition to that, some constants like Planck's constant and Boltzmann constant, Avogadro number. Okay, if you use this to find the free electron density and then Fermi energy and Fermi temperature. Next problem, problem 2. This is again based on Fermi energy and Fermi velocity. Compute the Fermi speed of electrons in aluminum. Compute the Fermi speed of electrons in aluminum. Given Fermi energy of aluminum is EF is equal to 11.7 eV. Here Fermi energy is given we have to calculate the Fermi Fermi speed of electrons in aluminum. Fermi energy is given, Fermi velocity is to be determined. So first we will express Fermi energy in joules. Here Fermi energy given in terms of eV, electron volt. It can be converted into joules just by multiply this Fermi energy in terms of eV into the charge of electron, that is 1.6 in 10 to the power of minus 19 joules. Then we get Fermi energy in terms of joules as 18.72 in 10 to the power of minus 19 joules. Now we are going to calculate the Fermi speed or Fermi velocity, that is UF or VF say here, is given by VF is equal to square root of 2EF by m. Again here substitute the values of this Fermi energy and mass of electron, and simplifying for Fermi velocity, then the value is found to be 2.03 in 10 to the power of 6 meter per second. Next problem. The Fermi energy of metal is 5 eV. What is the corresponding classical temperature and also Fermi temperature? Here Fermi energy is given in terms of electron volt. We should calculate the classical temperature and the Fermi temperature. Now to do that, we know according to the classical theory, the average energy of the electron state or electronic state is found to be E0 is equal to 3 by 2 kT, where K is the Boltzmann constant and T is the absolute temperature. Another expression for average energy is known, just we discussed in the previous class now. That is the expression for average energy in terms of Fermi energy, that is E0 is equal to 3 by 5 into F, or it may be also called as the relation between average energy and Fermi energy. These two relations we know. So here what they given in the problem, Fermi energy of metal is given. So that is in terms of EV is there. We should express it in terms of joules. Then EF is equal to 5 into 1.6 in 10 power minus 19 joule. That is if simplifying, we get 8 in 10 power minus 19 joule. This is what the Fermi energy given. Now we are going to calculate the average energy, by using the relation E0 is equal to 3 by 5 EF. Then 3 by 5 into EF value is substituting here. We get the value of E0, the average energy, as 4.8 into 10 power minus 19 joules. Now we know the expression for the classical temperature, that capital T is equal to 2 by 3 into E0 divided by K. Just by using this expression, E0 is equal to 3 by 2 kT, if rearranging and solve for capital T, then we get the expression like this, T is equal to 2E0 by 3K. Now substitute the values. We just calculating the value of E0 by using EF. So substitute E0 and Boltzmann constant values in this formula, and simplifying for the classical temperature capital T, then we get the value of T is equal to 2.318 in 10 to the power of 4 Kelvin. Now we know the value of this classical temperature. Now we are going to calculate the Fermi temperature. This is the second demand of the problem. So again we know the relation for Fermi temperature in terms of Fermi energy and Boltzmann constant, as EF is equal to EF by K. Again here the value of EF is given. Just substitute the EF and Boltzmann constant, and simplifying we get the Fermi temperature as 5.79 into 10 to the power of 4 Kelvin. Next problem. The Fermi energy of silver is 5.5 eV. Calculate the Fermi temperature and Fermi velocity. Again in this problem also, Fermi energy given, we should calculate Fermi temperature TF and Fermi velocity. But here EF is given in terms of EV, so we have to convert it into in terms of joules, that then we use this formula, then 5.5 into 1.6 in 10 to the power of minus 19 joules. The Fermi temperature expression is known, that TF is equal to EF by K. Substitute the values. Simplifying for Fermi temperature, we get the value like 6.37 in 10 power 4 Kelvin. Now expression for Fermi velocity is derived as Vf is equal to 2EF by m all to the power of half. Substitute the value of EF and mass of the electron, and if simplifying, we get the value of Fermi velocity as 1.3 in 10 power 6 meter per second. Next problem. The atomic radius of sodium is 1.86 angstrom. Calculate its Fermi energy at absolute zero. Here atomic radius of sodium is given. You have to calculate Fermi energy at absolute zero. Given R is equal to 1.86 angstrom, that is 1.86 in 10 to the power of minus 10 meter. The volume of unit cell of sodium is given by V equal to cube of A, where A is the lattice vector or edge of the unit cell. So then the value of A cube, that A is equal to 4R by root 3. A is equal to 4R. This is calculated by using crystallographic calculations. We know the volume of the unit cell of a sodium cell, the cubic cell now. So A cube is equal to 4R by root 3 whole cube. Then substitute the value of R in this expression and solve for volume of unit cell of sodium. We get the volume as 7.92 in 10 to the power of minus 29 meter cube. Now we know the volume of the unit cell of sodium with the help of radius of sodium. Okay, we are going to calculate this. Next, density of electron in sodium is calculated. Density of electrons, free electrons in sodium, by using the formula N is equal to number of electrons in the sodium divided by volume. Here number of electrons in sodium is found to be 2. That divided by volume is 7.92 in 10 to the power of minus 29. To simplify this, we get 2.52 in 10 to the power of 28 electrons. Here number of free electrons in sodium is 2. Okay, this is the number of electrons in the valence electrons in the outermost orbit of sodium, that is 2 electrons. This can be calculated with the help of electronic configuration. Okay, there we know that the valence electrons in sodium is found to be 2. Just by substituting that divided by the volume of the unit cell of sodium, we get the free electron density in sodium as 2.52 in 10 to the power of 28 electrons per meter cube. Again, we know the value expression for our formula for Fermi energy as h squared by 2m, 3n divided by 8 pi whole to the power of 2 by 3. Here h is the Planck's constant, m is the mass of the electron, and we know the value of pi, the constant. And here just calculating the free electron density of sodium, we substitute in this expression all these constants and the value of the free electron density, and simplifying for Fermi energy, then we get the value 5.022 in 10 to the power of minus 19 joules. Again, it can be expressed in terms of EV now. Just divide this by charge of electron, that is 1.6 in 10 to the power minus 19. Then we get the value of Fermi energy in terms of electron volt as 3.138 electron volt. Like this, we are going to calculating the Fermi energy with the help of atomic radius of a particular element. Next problem. Calculate relaxation time for electron. It is a tau. Given that resistivity of copper is 4.18 in 10 to the power of minus 7 ohm per meter, density of copper is 8940 kg per meter cube, and atomic weight is 63.5 AMU. Number of free electrons per unit volume is 10 power 28. What are the given things here? Resistivity of copper given, density of copper given, atomic weight of copper given, and free electron density is also given. Number of electrons per unit volume, it is small n, is also given. We should calculate tau. Now to calculate the relaxation time, we are going to use the expression for electrical conductivity in terms of relaxation time, because resistivity is given now. So we are going to use this formula. Solve for tau. Then tau is equal to 2m divided by Ne squared rho. The sigma is equal to 1 by rho. Okay, that is equal to Ne squared tau by 2m. To simplify that, the tau in terms of this one resistivity, or it may be expressed like this: tau is equal to 2m sigma by Ne squared. Okay, here resistivity given now, so we are going to express this tau in terms of resistivity as 2m by Ne squared rho. Now substitute the values. M is the mass of electron, N is free electron density, that is given 10 power 28, and E is the charge of electron, and rho is also given the density of resistivity of copper. Okay, substitute these values. We have 2 into 9.1 in 10 to the power of minus 31 divided by 10 power 28 into 1.6 in 10 power minus 19 whole square into 4.18 in 10 power minus 7. To simplify this, we get the relaxation time tau as 1.7 in 10 to the power of minus 14 second. Some other problems. Okay, this is so some exercise problems now. Okay, given these type of problems may also ask in the examination based on quantum theory of electrical conduction. Okay, the first one is find the relaxation time of conduction electrons in a metal of resistivity 1.54 in 10 power minus 8 ohm meter if the metal has 5.8 in 10 power 28 conduction electrons per meter cube. Here free electron density is given small n and resistivity rho given. We should calculate tau. Okay, just we discussed the problem 6 now. There free electron density n is given. We know the charge of electron, the value, and mass of electron. Okay, and the relaxation time should be calculated. Okay, and here resistivity and this one given now rho and the value of rho and charge of electron n is given. Mass and charge of electron is known. Using the same formula, we substitute these values and simplifying we get the value of relaxation time. One more problem. Calculate the Fermi velocity and the mean free path for the conduction electrons in silver given that Fermi energy of silver is 5.5 eV and the relaxation time for free electrons is 3.83 in 10 to the power of minus 14 second. Calculate the mean free path. In this problem we observed that Fermi energy given, free electron density is given. Okay, with the help of this we have to calculate Fermi velocity and mean free path. For calculating mean free path we have the relation tau is equal to lambda by t. Okay, by using that relation we are going to calculate this relaxation time na? So using that that relation is discussed in the previous lecture. We are going to calculate. First we have to solve for tau, then we have to solve for lambda. Let's calculate the mean free path. Again, this is also based on mean free path calculation. Calculate the mean free path for the conduction electrons in copper given that Fermi velocity is 1.57 in 10 power 6 meter per second and resistivity of copper is 1.54 into 10 to the power of minus 8 ohm meter. Okay, here Fermi velocity is given and this one resistivity of copper rho is given. Again here also we first calculate for tau and later on lambda, or we may use direct the mean free path expression. With the help of that we may calculate the mean free path. Okay, relation between mean free path and relaxation time. Okay, by using that relation we may calculate the value of the mean free path. These are the few important problems were discussed on this free electron theory. For some solved problems, other problems you may refer the Modern Physics by Kenneth Crane and Modern Physics by Bezer and Modern Physics by Murugesan. These are the few reference textbook. In addition to that, Modern Physics by Basraj, Volume 2nd. We may refer those textbooks. Here tau is equal to lambda by Vf. That is the relation used to calculate relaxation time. Tau is equal to lambda by Vf, where lambda is the mean path, then lambda is equal to tau into Vf. If you know the Fermi velocity and resistivity of copper, Fermi velocity, we should calculate the mean free path. Okay, so like this we are discussing some problems on free electron theory. With this I am going to end this session. Thank you one and all.